as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Chicago taking on the Bengals of Paris. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready? Pass the 60, pass the 60. 18, Pioneers. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Drop 60. 79 Broncos.
Allen, the man in motion left.
60
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to their own goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you look at the list of cities that most people thought were likely to entertain taking on a relocated NFL franchise. London was likely at the top of the list, but this city, Paris, host of the 2024 games. They have the infrastructure. The fan base is coming along, and it's going to be interesting to watch how this team is received here in the French capital. So far, the early returns, excellent. But you look at this defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better... There he goes, left side! Travis Etienne! Touchdown, Chicago! Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lumberjacks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
11 MT.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals! Irv Smith Jr. from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive play form, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a...
There he goes, right side. Jamar Chase, touchdown. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion left is Higgins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And just shedding him off there. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start with the option. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. Well, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Etienne up the middle. He'll get this to about the 38. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And bulldozing his way through. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, mash, check, mash. Check, Panther.
Etienne once more. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lumberjacks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know they're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Burrow's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
11.
In motion right, that's Claypool. Fourth down, here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Etienne, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down and a yard.
12. 11, MT, take.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
On one, ready?
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
11 mighty. 11 MT. Stop.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1-2, ready? 11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Throwing now. Burrow on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They can.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buffalo 18.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5
Dragon 60.
at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And quickly they get to the line.
Cougar 19.
A gain of 5. First down.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Hawk 70.
Wilson on the tackle.
Go, Reed, go.
First down, number 10.
Steady.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
11
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 stop.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
11 mighty.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And this time he is in. quarter. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go!
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
12.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, 35 yards. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Play action. It's Burrow. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown. T. Higgins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lumberjacks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Flushed out right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, they're going to go with the option.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
An audible here to get a new look.
Trap 50, trap 50. 79 Broncos. Rig alert, rig alert.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
95 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a down.